Alrighty, so apparently I've just been informed that there are a lot of games this month, so strap yourselves in, get a big old cup of coffee or a beer or another
Both.
beer, I don't know. Or yeah, combine the two and give yourself indigestion.
What an interesting flavor that must be. I have to try
Yeah,
it. A beer
have you
coffee.
heard about this? There's a messed up cocktail, right? This is a complete divergence, but it's the original cocktail, and it's like a beer that you heat up and then put eggs into and then whisk so the eggs don't scramble, and then you add nutmeg.
What the actual hell is that?
I don't know, but it's like the original cocktail from like the 1700s, and apparently it's utter rubbish, which is not surprising given it was made in England. Heyo.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
not
I
surprising
assume
in
if
the
you want to have a beer, coffee, you'd probably use like a dark stout or something like that. Like
You could just have like a coffee stout just in general. Yeah, like that's exactly
Yeah.
correct.
I'm not saying it
Yeah,
doesn't
and-
work. I'm just saying it'd be an interesting flavor.
I don't think you're gonna go to like the shop and whack a VB in your coffee and be like, "Yeah, mate."
I mean, I would do that for the meme. Like that's strong. That's a great idea. That's a TikTok right there. That's how you go viral. Walk into a 7-Eleven, say, "G'day, mate. Can I have the weakest coffee you have?" And they give you the piss water, and then you add it into the other piss water. It becomes the ultimate piss water. Anyway, Matt, video games.
Yes, let's do it. All right, let's start with the PlayStation 5, shall we?
Yes.
Cool. So first up, we have Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo on October 4. Looking forward to that. I'm a big fan of the Hitchcock.
I just love the idea of Alfred Hitchcock's like FIFA or something like that. It's like John Madden football, but Alfred Hitchcock's movies.
Yeah, okay. So while Alan loses over there in a minute, it's pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good anyway. I don't know. It intrigues me. Hitchcock was obviously the legend of cinema, so let's see what they can do in taking that and turning it into a game somehow. On October 11, if you like your ice hockeys, you've got an ice hockey to look forward to, NHL 23, which has women in it for the first time, it seems. The cover has a woman on it, I think.
I mean,
So you can play the women's game.
Hockey games are the same every single year. The only thing that they've done was like the threes stuff. So I'm sure it could be okay. It's a hockey game. It's got money behind it.
I still reckon hockey games peaked at the N64 era, personally.
No, I'm a big fan of the late PS2 era hockey games where it was still
Fair
kind
enough.
of arcadey, but like had enough graphics that everyone didn't look like a blob.
Fair enough. Yeah, I like the more simple mechanics of the hockey games of old. You know, pass, shoot, knock person over. That was enough for me. And they've got a lot more complex since. But anyway, if you enjoy ice hockey, there you go. You can play mixed men's and women's, actually. I don't know how that works, but it does. And that's going to be in NHL 23. If you did not have a Switch or do not have a Switch, you're a bit weird. But anyway, No More Heroes 3 comes out on PlayStation 5 on October 11. That is a good game. Yeah.
It's going on PlayStation.
What?
Actually, we'll play that on PlayStation now. There you go.
Yeah, it's coming out on the PlayStation 5. I'm probably PlayStation 4 as well. We'll look at that in a second. But that's a really good game. It's a lot of fun. It's Goichi Suda at his most nuts, which is cool. That's what you want. What else we got? On October 11, we got Asterigos, Curse of the Stars. Don't know what that is, but it is
God.
gonna be an RPG, I would bet. And it's gonna be, I have no idea what it is. I'm just saying it's
probably just something that exists that will fade into the abyss.
If you're not into your ice hockeys, then you might be into your golfs. And if you are, then on October 11, you got BGA Tour 2K23 coming out. I don't mind that series, I must admit. I'm not a big fan of 2K's basketball thing. Way too complex for me. But golf is nice. It's just hit ball. And I like the last one. I'm going to check this one out. Hopefully they've still got the course creator. That was a pretty cool feature in that one. I'm sure they do. On October 13, we've got The Last Oricru, which I don't really know how to pronounce properly, Oricru. That coming out. It's a story-driven action RPG. So that immediately has my attention. Don't know anything else about it, but that's enough to get my attention.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, RPG, I'm in. On October 13 as well, we've got Asterix and Obelix XXXL, the Ram from Hibernia. Unfortunately, this is not going to be one of those brawlers like the last Asterix and Obelix game, which was just...
Yeah, was that game good?
Oh, it was excellent. My brother and I played it through on Christmas. Yeah, we played the whole thing through in like 2 sittings, and it was just great. Fun, pure fun. If you're into your brawlers. But this one's not going to be that. I think it's one of those kind of action-y, adventure-y kind of games that series is. But it could still be all right if you like your Asterix and Obelix.
I love how those games are stuck permanently in like 2002.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to have that kind of content.
Like a mid-budget, low-tier game.
Yeah, you just play it and forget it, and that's all right.
Yeah.
You're okay with it. They're okay with it. Everybody's okay with it. It's all right. Not every game has to be kind of memorable. On October 13 as well, the Eternal Cylinder finally comes out on PlayStation. Now, I've been looking forward to that since it came out on PC. Been waiting for it. And now it's finally out on console. So the Eternal Cylinder is that really surreal roguelike from Ace Team, the developer of Rock of Ages and Abyss Odyssey and stuff. And this one looks really, really, really interesting. So the reviews for it were pretty good when it came out on PC. So I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it as well on PlayStation.
To be fair, they've yet to make a bad game. They've consistently made weird stuff that is cool.
Well, that's exactly right. That's what they're good at. They're the premier South American developers. I think they're out of Chile, aren't they? Yes.
I think so,
Chilean. Yeah. If not Chile, if it's not Chile, it's Argentina, one or the other. And yeah, they've just been around for quite a long time now, just churning out this surreal stuff that everybody loves, and it's good. We need those kinds of developers.
It's weird to talk about them because a lot of their games don't always play very well, but I would still heavily recommend trying them out just because they are so unlike anything else that you would encounter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the same way that, like, you know, I would encourage everyone to go look at Ice Pick Lodge games.
Yeah, that's why you need those kinds of developers.
Yeah.
On October 14, one day later, Saint Kota comes out. I don't know too much about this, but the premise is interesting. Saint Kota is a dark psychological adventure set in rural Croatia. I'm
already afraid as a Serbian background man.
They don't mess around, these people, with their dark psychological stuff.
No.
It recounts a frightening tale of 2 godly men on the brink of insanity as they search for a missing woman in an ancient town plagued by devil worship and witchcraft. Oh, I'm so in for this game.
Yeah, okay, I'm on board. That sounds great.
That's my Halloween.
That sounds mental. I love it.
That's my Halloween game. I'm in for this one. Yep, there we go. On a lighter note, a very different load and lighter note, also on October 14, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 Slime Speedway comes out. That's a hard pivot, that is. The last one was all right. You know, you're never going to beat Mario Kart.
The worst thing ever.
Sorry?
I heard it was kind of the worst thing ever.
Nah, it was all right. All right. It was no Garfield.
Nothing is Garfield Kart, though, because you can't throw lasagna at John.
That was really good.
Game is... the fact that's a real game is so amusing to me, but I love it.
On October 8th...
It's the energy of going to like a big W and your mom picking out a game for you while you're like looking at books reading. She's like, look, I've got you a gift. It's Garfield Kart. And there are not enough games that are like that anymore.
That's exactly how it works. On October 18, we've got a sequel to A Plague Tale. A Plague Tale Requiem comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think the first one needed a sequel, but if it does, then I hope it's good. You know,
it's good on them for doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've obviously got a vision, so I'll give them that and I'll give it a go. I really like the first one. I'm just not sure how a sequel fits in, but we'll see. We will see. If you're into Ghostbusters on October 18, you've got Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's my kind of game.
Ghostbusters is pretty reliable fun. If it's not
I assume
fun,
that means the movie's coming out yet.
Is there?
Or has came out. I don't know. Isn't there meant to be a movie?
Ages
like
ago,
the reboot?
They did that ages ago, Trent.
I don't even know what's out, what's not out. I'm sure it was still coming
COVID
out.
has ruined everyone's concept of time. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right. So, scrolling through, we got Warhammer 40,000 Shooters, Blood and Teeth. don't know what that is.
That's an Orcs game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's an orc game. I mean, the Teef gives it away. Teef spelled Teef, so that's going to be one of those Orcs games.
It'll be fine, probably.
Probably. If you haven't played it yet, Persona 5 Royal comes out on PlayStation 5 on October 21.
At this point, though, who out there who wants to play Persona 5 has not already played it?
Especially on PlayStation, because you can get it on
Yeah,
PlayStation
exactly.
4.
Like what
the upgrade, I can't imagine the upgrade to PS5 is going to be much. Like the game was never about that anyway. So
I guess load times maybe, but even then they weren't bad on PS4.
No, I don't think there's any reason to buy it on PS5 if you've already played it. And like
you're saying that you don't want to play another 700-hour RPG that should have ended at like 5 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, and like you say, if you're going to play it, you would have already played it. You know, that's the case. So yeah, whatever. On October 21, the new Tales from the Borderlands comes out. Is that an actual new game?
Yeah, it's the new Telltale style game, which will annoy the absolute Christ out of me, because let's take the worst part of Borderlands, the writing, and make a game about just that.
Well, I thought the last Tales of the Borderlands was alright, the Telltale one.
I could not stand it. I tried it.
Oh, really?
I hated everyone in it. Yeah, because it was free on PlayStation Plus, so I gave it my all. And I got halfway through the first episode, hated every single character, was just like, I don't care.
Okay.
Which is a shame because, yeah, you know, I'm sure someone enjoys it.
Yeah, for that someone, there you go, October 21.
Yeah.
October 25, Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord comes out. I'm looking forward to this. I'm all in with Mountain Blade. It's good stuff. It's like open world RPG plus building armies and fighting in action, like big battles and stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff is Mountain Blade. So, yeah. Moving on. Still moving on. Oh, here we go. That's coming out sooner than I thought it was. Lost track of this one. Star Ocean, The Divine Force comes out on October 27. The latest in
Can
the
you explain
Star
what that
Ocean
game
series.
is? Is that an online game or is that a RPG?
Nope, it's an RPG. It's kind of like Square Enix's B-tier RPG property. It's been around for ages. It's been around since the Super Nintendo, actually. Super Nintendo or PlayStation, one or the other. And this is the 6th game in the series. So it kind of peaked with the PlayStation 2. The third one, Till End of Time, was absolutely spectacular. And it was a RPG that was on 2 discs. So 2 full PlayStation 2 discs. And you just imagine how much of an adventure was in that game. It was absolutely massive, and it was kind of cross worlds, and it was this big universe spanning game. It was really, really good. And then the PlayStation 3 one was all right. The PlayStation 4 one, which was the last one, did not hit notes well with a lot of people. So hopefully this new one can restore things. But basically it is kind of a sci-fi RPG series from Square Enix, like a true one, not gunblades and stuff, actual science fiction, like spaceships and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what my expectations will be after the PS4 one was kind of it did land flat, but I'm hoping I will enjoy it a great deal because I have such fond memories of the PS2 one in particular. On October 28, you've got Charon's Staircase. I don't know what that is. In the 1970s, a totalitarian regime known as the Ministry ruled with an iron fist. They committed numerous inhumane and sinister acts during their reign, but those days are over, and now they aspire to the European Union. Okay, so
that's a political game.
Eastern Europe of the game.
Yep.
That'll go down well.
Have you heard of Yugoslavia?
On October 28, you've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Yippee yay!
That's for me. I'll play that. I won't play it on release, though.
On the same day comes Dungeon Munchies. That's for me.
Dungeon Munchies sounds way better.
I love me some munchies in my dungeon.
That's great. I love how Call of Duty is going head to head with Dungeon Munchies. I'm so playing Dungeon Munchies.
I want to know who signed off on the release date for that game and was like, right, we're going up against Call of Duty. What's Call of Duty? What is that? It'll be fine.
Dungeon Munchies.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it outsell Call of Duty. I'm going to do my best to make sure it does.
Just buy 1 million copies.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be enough somehow, Alan. Moving on to the PlayStation.
You might need to like go into the billions.
PlayStation 4. Let's just quickly run through and see if there's anything unique to that isn't coming out on PlayStation 5. Oh, yes, there is. Here we go. On October 11, Kamizawa Way of the Thief comes out. That is a stealth ninja action game thing, which looks, I think it is kind of satirical in tone. I don't think it's serious. It looks all right. Check it out. It's been published by Nipponichi. So there you go. Other than that, it's all the same stuff, really. Coming out on PS5, nothing new. On October 25, just in time for Halloween, you've got Yomawari, Lost in the Dark. That is the 3rd chapter in the Yomawari series. And they are good, surprisingly shocking horror games. They look very cute. And then you look at some of the other screenshots and they look a little bit Tim Burton-esque. Tim Burton was a kind of anime director. So they still look good. And then you actually play one and it just wallops you in the head with some pretty shocking moments. So that's where you're going with that one. Dungeon Munchies is also coming out on the PlayStation 4.
Dungeon Munchies is out here just being the true MVP.
And because Call of Duty is not coming out on PlayStation 4, Dungeon Munchies definitely has the advantage there, yes.
It's purely a PS5 game now.
Purely a PS5 game. Oh, no, there it is. It's just underneath. It is a PlayStation 4 game as well.
I was going to say, that is wild, given that you can't actually buy a PS5 still.
But anyway, so a couple of titles for the PS4, but it's definitely kind of on the way now that pretty much everything is getting a PS5 release, and there aren't many PS4 games left.
No.
Time to upgrade or try to find a PS5 if you can. Borrow one off the back of a truck.
Steal one from the back of a truck.
Yeah, that's about the only way you're getting one. So Switch. Let's do Switch, shall we? Let's have a look at Switch. I'm still scrolling through the rest of September's releases. As we record this, it's on the 24th of September, and the Switch still has like 300 games coming out by the end of the month. We're at October now.
What we're talking about, though.
Hey, Bunny Park comes out next week. That's going to be great.
A button.
Yeah, bunnies. So on the Switch, we've got Let's Sing ABBA coming out on October 4. Alan's definitely going to buy that one.
No, unironically, that's the ultimate game to bring out on like a party with people that you don't know well enough, but yet also will like ABBA, aka just white people.
How's your ABBA karaoke there, Trent?
I could probably know some words and might win. I mean, I know
Are you the
songs.
dancing queen?
I can sing Dancing Queen, maybe.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna do
Waterloo.
We're gonna do that. One podcast, we're gonna rip out Let's Sing ABBA, and we're just gonna like sing. That's gonna be the podcast. That'll be our best podcast ever.
Or the single thing that causes this podcast to go off into the abyss and be never seen again.
Thank you for the
One of the
music.
two.
That's another one.
On October 6th, Nier Automata comes out on Switch. I'm going to buy it.
That's
Just to
great.
play it on the go. Yep.
It's an odd game to have on a portable console, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, doesn't it have stuff that kind of relies on you being online?
Yeah,
it does, doesn't it?
like the ending.
Yeah.
Like the most impactful part of the ending.
Yeah. Don't know how that's going to work.
Look, to be honest, though, I fully believe that Yoko Taro has like put in some bullshit.
Yeah, he's definitely going to lean into that somehow. And it'll be good. On October 7, Chaos Head Noah comes out. Now, this is a visual novel that is particularly well regarded, and this is a remake of it. It's a classic visual novel that was really, really popular, and really, it's one of the ones that regularly appears on people's kind of best visual novels lists. So, Chaos Head Noah and Chaos Child come out as a double pack, and they'll be good for people like me. On October 7, we've got No Man's Sky coming out on Switch.
I'm amazed that they're getting that game to run on Switch, given like it didn't run on PS4 when it came out.
Yeah.
Like it's genuinely very impressive. Good for them. Also, like just turning that game around. I know that you liked the original version, but like the rest of the
Oh,
world
I
didn't.
know. Most people did
Yeah.
not. So
Maybe it's
yes.
a port of the original game just for Matt.
Yeah, that would be nice if they just have like the original version of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it's like how like Blizzard are doing like World of Warcraft Origins or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
And
do a
doing-
demake for us.
Yeah.
Uh,
It would be for one person, and that's you.
yeah, exactly. Just me. Kamizawa comes out on the Switch as well on October 11. So I'll probably buy it on that platform just to play it on the go. Everything is better on Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass wave 2 comes out.
That's a new hero,
13.
isn't it? I will probably buy that.
Yes,
and
it
then
is. It is
not
a new
touch it.
play. Do you think it'll be like one of the other characters from IT Crowd?
Yeah, it'll be Jen. Or it'll be
Jen.
and her special like ability is to put on some new shoes and crush people. Actually, no. I want Matt Berry. Fuck it. I want every game to have Matt Berry in it. Just put him in there and just get him to yell "father." There's a bit of a divergence, but he's wonderful in what we do in the shadows. Like truly wonderful. If you've not seen that show and you're listening to this podcast, it's very worth watching.
Are you talking about the TV series or the movie?
Yeah, the TV series.
I haven't seen the TV series yet.
I've watched both. They're both comparable, I would say.
Oh, well, I really like the movie, so I'll definitely check it
You'll
out.
love the TV show. It's made me genuinely like wheeze cry with laughing.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out. On October 13, Atari Mania comes out. This is like a WarioWare take on Atari's back catalogue.
It's a Dynasty Warriors take on Atari games. I want that now.
The Pong paddle.
Oh, watch out. He's gonna slap you around. Yeah.
No, this is WarioWare. It should be all right, I think. That could be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Atari games are boring as hell after 2 minutes anyway, so it makes sense to make it into a micro games game.
Into a micro game that's over in 2 seconds.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh, I can't wait to play like 7 seconds of River Raid and then never again.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
The best way to play them.
Yeah.
Okay, October 14, Winter Games 2023 comes out. I don't know. Why not?
Cool. Moving on.
Moving on. Star Trek Prodigy Supernova comes out on October 14. Star Trek games have a very hit and miss track record.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I keep playing them.
Do you remember the PS3 like movie tie-in game?
Oh,
with
yes,
Spock?
the one that kind of tried to be Mass Effect.
Yeah, it was the worst thing I've ever played in my life.
Yeah. But the
It
Bridge
was
Crew the Bridge Crew one was really good. It was the best VR.
Which was the
thing.
VR game?
Yeah, that was the VR thing where you
That was
actually
the VR one.
yeah, you kind of it's a multiplayer game where there's like 4 of you and you've all got different roles on the bridge crew. So you got to listen to the captain and do your bit, but you don't really know what the other people are, you can't see what the weapons person's doing if you're on the navigation controls and all that kind of stuff. And you go through a whole bunch of it's really, really good. It's kind of very teamwork based. So you want to play with people you actually know rather than randoms. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. It's really good. Anyway, I'm hoping that this one is more like that in terms of quality.
Less awful.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So we've also got Nickelodeon coming out on Switch. If you're into your NASCAR, that comes out on October 14 on Switch. Who doesn't like turning left constantly?
I was about to be like, if you're into NASCAR, you get your head checked. 'Cause-
Turn left, turn left, turn left. It's the Zoolander of racing games. It's an ambi turner.
Oh no. What a movie. Oh, that's again, I'm really sorry for digressing, but that's a fantastic film. I'm sure it doesn't hold up all that well in terms of
No,
like,
it does. I watched it the
awareness.
other day, and it's even funnier now because it just comes across as being aware. It was pretty self-aware, so
yeah.
I think it's got a
Ben
timeless
Stiller's
humor
best
to it.
movies.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
I mean,
and everybody's
Tropic
great in it.
Thunder. Like,
Yeah.
those two movies combined, the most self-aware films I think have ever been made in Hollywood.
Tropic Thunder's got a harder job of it in the future, I think, because people don't get that
Because
kind
people
of
are
satire.
stupid as hell.
People are going to see the blackface and think that it's sincere blackface. You just know it's going to happen. And
It's mental to me. I love that they also like Downey Jr. got a like nomination for for working as the character being in blackface in a movie directly making fun of that exact idea. So
Yeah.
It's great.
yeah,
Where's the Tropic Thunder game? I want to play a Tropic Thunder game where I get cancer.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Here's one for Trent. And Trent, Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope comes out on October 20.
Yes, it's going to be game of the year, guaranteed. You watch it.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the original.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Because it's going to have Raymond in it as DLC.
The way that you said that, mate, it sounded like it doesn't have Raymond in it.
Everybody loves Raymond.
It's Ray Romano. It's the mammoth from Ice Age.
He just shows
in there.
up.
Yeah, no
It's the
explanation.
sloth as well. The sloth's also there.
Oh, it's John Leguizamo. Yeah, he's in everything. He was Luigi. Sorry, I just really like John Leguizamo.
On October 21, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Moving swiftly along.
I'll play that. This is the sci-fi body horror market tycoon you didn't know you needed. It's like genuinely is a thing about harvesting organs and sticking them on the market. And wow, okay, I'm in for that. T-rated.
It's interesting enough that part of my body is like, all right,
You want to play
show
it,
me,
right?
Yeah, show me what you're doing. Explain.
You just want to see it in action. It's yeah, okay.
That's a video game.
It is. On October 21, Persona 5 Royal comes out on Switch. Now, there's one version of it I could see myself buying, I guess. I don't know if I'll ever actually play
I'd
it.
understand that in the same way I understand if you bought a Vita to play P4.
Yeah, having it on the go is nice. Having it, I'll buy it. I don't know if I'll play it because I don't have 272 hours to run through it again, but it'd be nice to have there. It's good to have on Switch. And it's the start because the Switch is also getting P3 and P4 as well. So,
I mean,
nice.
I would say it's probably more worthwhile to play P3 than it is all of those, just because P3 has not been available on any console for however many years at this point.
Yes, that's true too.
Are they doing? Is it P3 portable or is it P3? The original.
OG, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'll see it when it comes out. I guess I haven't been across that news. I just saw that it was getting the port. It'd be nice if they put Persona 1 and 2 together in like a 2-pack, and also
Didn't they do that
on the Switch.
Or do they do that? They did that on PSP, but it wasn't 1 and 2. It was Persona 2 and Persona 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how it works. Before P3, I can't focus on that series.
Yeah, they're very different. The first two Personas games are very, very different. Yomawari Lost in the Dark comes out on Switch on October 25 as well, so you can play your horror on the go. Here's a game for me. Brewmaster Beer Brewing Simulator comes out on October 27. Make your beers. Maybe make the coffee beer. That'd be good.
Yeah.
It would be fun if you can build like the little building. Like it's like a simulation game, like Prison Architect or something. So you build the brewery and then you put
that does low-key sound like exactly my thing, because I've been playing a bit of the 2 Point Campus recently as well.
And, how good is that? I love that game.
Oh, what a game. I've been playing with my girlfriend, and it's just the best game to talk through with someone else. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I bought it with the gift voucher that EB sent out for my birthday, a month ago, 2 months ago. However long ago it was now. And yeah, that's what I bought with it, and I've loved it. It's really great. I do love
It's a wonderful video game.
Yeah. Platform Paradigm Paradox comes out on October 27.
Too many P's.
Is that a
rewrite it
game, or is that a RPG? I think it might be an RPG.
I love the eternal question of, is it a fighting game or is it an RPG with a game title that doesn't make any sense?
Yeah.
It's one of the two. Which one is it?
The Japanese game industry in a nutshell.
Yeah. Is it a
what if it's a fighting RPG?
Oh, speaking of that, I'm playing Grand Blue as well. That's great.
That's pretty good.
That's got RPG stuff.
That is a pretty good fighting game.
It's also like basically a JRPG as well. Yeah.
It's a good mix of the two. October 28, Bayonetta 3 finally comes out.
That's a real game.
Finally.
I don't believe it, but it's a real game. Yeah.
Finally. Hallelujah. Naked Witches.
It also has the lady who's just Virgil, and I love that. More games should just have Virgil in them.
Oh, Alan, I've got a game recommendation for you because you like these kinds of things. Solstice.
Solstice?
Yep, came out this week.
Okay, I'll give it a wheel. I'll give it a wee cheeky.
It's a devil. It's a Devil May Cry like. with a kind of Souls-like atmosphere in terms of knights and stuff.
I'm like, just because it has
horror.
souls in its name doesn't make it a Souls-like. And then
No,
you're like,
no,
it's
no,
a Souls-like, and I'm like,
I thought it was going to be a Souls-like when I downloaded the code, when I was given the code to review it. I thought just from the name it was going to be a Souls-like, and a couple of screenshots kind of indicated that as well. But then I started to play it, and I was like, well, hang on, this ain't a Souls-like. And
This is a video game.
this is a video game, and yeah, it's got that kind of dark medieval kind of thing going for it, which is Souls-ish. But the action is exactly Devil May Cry, kind of mixed with Ikaruga.
As in like the bullet hell game.
Yeah, it's not a bullet in the sense of, you know how in Ikaruga you've got the kind of the red and the blue. You need to swap between those to hit enemies. Yeah, so that mechanic's actually in this, in a Devil May Cry like thing. So it's really good. You'll like it. I guarantee it's not. I'm not.
This does sound like my kind of jam. Actually,
I'm not shitting you around with this. You actually like that game. It's really neat. So
this is the first time Matt's giving an actual recommendation that isn't a piss take.
Yeah, no, this is a genuine one. I've got a review up on the site if you want to check it out. But yeah, it's a genuinely good game, and I think you'll like it. It'll be a good warm up for Bayonetta 3.
Hell yeah!
All right, so we got quickly going to run through and check what people are. I mean, of all those games, which ones you're most interested in? We'll start with you, Trent. Well, hang on, no, I know which one you're going to go with.
What one am I going to pick?
It's going to be Mario, isn't it? Mario Rabbids.
Yes, it is.
See, I know you, Trent. I know you that well.
No one is remotely surprised at this fact.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it'll be a great game. Like I said, it's the only Ubisoft game that I think is actually good. They did it finally.
And with Everybody Loves Raymond in it, that's going to be that's sold it on me.
Yes.
When I saw Deborah was in the game as DLC, watch out. And I forget the name of the grandpa, but the dickhead grandpa. Oh, he's got a really, really, really fucking special attack. He yells at his wife and calls her a whore. It's great.
Alan, what about you? What are you picking this?
I mean, probably that one that you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but that one. What? It's already out by this point. It's on. There's a review on
Solstice.
Yeah, it's on the site. Look, in all honesty, I mean, because the Resident Evil 8 DLC is coming out. I think
that is true. We didn't mention,
but that's coming out, and I'll probably play that.
Yeah, that'll be your thing, isn't it?
That's also Callisto as well. Callisto Protocol is coming out as well, isn't it? I think so. It's an October game, I thought.
I didn't see it.
Anyway,
hang on. That's an Xbox, isn't it?
It might be Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, that's an Xbox. So that's why.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll probably play that. I mean, that's a Dead Space game, and I love Dead Space. I've always loved Dead Space. It's my little baby bitch boy who's like cries and screams very easily. So that's my stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully, that's good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What's your main steez for the evening?
Star Ocean. I'm putting my hopes in it. I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean, here's the thing. If it turns out to be terrible, then it's not the end of the world this year, because this year has been just jam-packed for great RPGs. So I can't.
I was going to say, because like this year's been so heavy on RPGs just in general.
Like even Valkyrie Elysium, which is coming out,
that's a game as well.
Yeah, that's coming out. That's coming out at the very end of September, so we didn't mention it here, even though as we recorded, it hasn't come out yet. But I'm looking forward to that, and I'm 99% sure that's going to be really good. That plus Direfield Chronicle, which I'm playing at the moment, means that if Star Ocean just happens to be bad, then it's not the end of the world. But at the same time, I would just love for that series to be good again. Just it's one of those ones I just have a personal attachment to. I just hope for it. Hope for the best for it. So
hope till the end of time.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's me.